Hey guys, welcome back. I am having a hard day today already. I did 2 recordings for walkthroughs of Subnautica, and but I wanted to get a video of a different game for you guys out. But because I'm having a hard day, I hurt my wrist. I don't know if any of you guys have seen my walkthroughs yet, but in the videos that I did today, you'll see my brace. I hurt my wrist installing a sink, and I really thought I'd be able to get both of those videos done and do a different game for you guys, because I was trying to do a new one every week. This week it was going to be Overlord, but I'm struggling, and I really need to get some rest for my wrist because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to use it for the day. So I decided instead that I would just do another short installment of Dungeons 2. Maybe, hopefully, the narrator will actually let me do some talking this time, you know, possibly. That would be great, you know, like, let me do a little bit of speaking. Nothing against the narrator. He's a fun dude, but, like, it's my turn, okay? So yeah, this is probably just going to be a real short video. I'll probably just do...
Once the ultimate evil had escaped from...
No, sir. I'll probably just do one level, basically. And I'll try not to be as meticulous as I usually am with this game. With the original Dungeon Keeper, I would literally explore the entire map available to me before continuing on to the next campaign level. But I'll try not to do that for you guys. I do miss the old Dungeon Keeper. I think...
According to scouts, King Robert spent most of his time strolling around his hunting lodge garden reciting poetry. Soon his poetry would turn into mournful ballads. The vengeful evil thirsted to defeat the Alliance's king and mount his head on the wall as a trophy. Whoops, of course, I really mean that he wanted to take all of King Robert's cookies away. Better play it safe, or the age classification folks will be after me. Before that, however, the ultimate evil had to do a bit of work on the dungeon. Otherwise, it wouldn't be able to fund even a small army made up of a few orcs.
Alright, here we go. Don't know what the red dots are supposed to indicate. That's okay. So I'm going to explore the area available to me first. Don't really know what this map is indicating. Sounds like a walkway to the outside. Whoa. Okay. So is this. Cool. Alright. Seems like a tailgate. So where is my... Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is a little pathway. Ah, okay. Am understanding. Got it. Don't know what this is. No worries. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... build out this area for a treasury.
Right now, the restricted evil was only able to call upon orcs and little snots. But there had been rumors that some goblins were hiding out in a cave somewhere close by. The exploratory evil would be sure to follow this line of inquiry.
So I'm going to build the brewery here so that I can get the orcs, and the treasury here. I need the treasury first so that I can actually pay the dudes when they show up.
The first treasury was completed, Soon greedy evil's little snots would fill it with gold. You know the golden rule, right? Whoever has the gold makes the rules. The strategy guidebook, Dungeons for Dummies, says mountains don't always just consist of rocks and stone, but may also include natural as well as artificial caves and rooms. These usually contain treasures and dangers to make digging around underground more exciting.
Okay. Thanks for your insight. Go ahead and build the brewery now, because that should leave me with a little over 1,000
The first
gold.
brewery was completed. Soon beer would be flowing like a river, and an Oktoberfest atmosphere would pervade all. Would the ultimate evil put the beer baron out of business? Ugh, such a duff reference.
Remember where to find the kettle. Here we go. Brew some beer. I feel comfortable.
The warmongering evil had hired the first orc. As ancient wisdom says, violence is a solution, usually the only one. Another orc entered the service of the military-savvy evil. The horde was growing and prospering. The time to attack appeared to be right. On the surface, in the tavern of a small, miserable village, some adventurers gathered. They were acquiring Dutch courage for their visit to the dungeon by downing several beers. The dungeon had to be destroyed.
What?
The steady pounding in the rocks had given rise to overworld rumors of a new dungeon. A group of heroes set out to plunder its riches, and the ultimate evil was already looking forward to this visit.
Okay, so I think what it wants me to do...
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Okay.
The heroes didn't know what had hit them, as several orcs bore down from nowhere and annihilated them. This group of heroes had plundered their last dungeon, but there would be more.
Not sure how it expects me to destroy the Alliance's village, but rest assured, I will figure it out. Okay, I did exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. I ended up exploring pretty much every aspect of the dungeon that I could, just because I can. But now I'm going to see if I can't try and go. Okay. Now this is the part that I always struggle with.
A delicious rumble announced the fact that the village's last house had crashed to the ground. Ha! There would be no more heroes meeting there to seek out the dungeon of the destruction-hungry evil. The hunting lodge of King Robert lay in the north. It was there that the ultimate evil would finally get its long-awaited revenge. However, it looked pretty damn well guarded. Maybe it should first visit the cave to the west, inhabited by a clan of goblins, where the cunning evil could do a little negotiating.
Okay. Talk to the goblin chieftain. Give it a go. Wait, where is my sixth
The goblin
orc?
leader prostrated himself joyfully before the ultimate evil, and immediately dispatched 2 goblins into its dungeon with a few plans for a new room, a tinkerer's cave. This was built as quickly as possible.
Knocked me sideways. I wasn't prepared for this. I don't freaking... You know what? Man, I was not prepared for this. Alright, let's do...
The
Good.
Tinkerer's Cave was built. It could, however, only be used as a warehouse, as it lacked the workshop that the insidious evil's goblins needed. Quick as a flash, Evil placed a creator mat in the Tinkerer's Cave.
Oh, fuck it. It's not gonna be even, but we're just gonna have to do it. Okay.
A sparkling new creator mat graced the Tinkerer's Cave of the expansion-hungry evil. A goblin would be able to work well in here, producing toolboxes. A few of these boxes would now be needed in order to invent a trap. The moody evil waited patiently.
Alright, so I built the Tinker room. I think I'm building a trap. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Life is a mystery. So for the moment, head back home.
Job done. The trap was finished and ready to be found by a hero. This is going to be so much fun. Just at that moment, a particularly powerful dwarf warrior appeared in the dungeon. How had he suddenly arrived at this precise time was indeed most odd, but his presence was more than welcome. He was going to be a guinea pig for the trap.
You need to be a guinea pig for the trap. That was just poor timing.
Even this strong dwarf warrior didn't stand a chance against the treacherous traps and powerful monsters of the invincible evil. He bit the dust. So much for a game of dwarves. The dungeon's defenses were now clearly much improved, but the hunting lodge still remained well protected and impregnable. There was nothing that the ultimate evil could do. The task was impossible. So the evil withdrew, bent and broken, let feelings of revenge ebb away, and instead took up looking after those cute, teeny-weeny trees. What are they called again? Bonsai, yes, that's it. The end. Pretty unsatisfactory, huh? Of course, that wasn't the end. In reality, the indefatigable evil paid the Goblin Cave another little visit. The Goblin leader would hopefully spit out something useful after a few more slabs.
Okay.
The cheerful evil was pleased with this support. An assassin was a decent melee fighter, but its actual strength lay in its ability to make itself invisible. This was, of course, tested out immediately.
That's cool.
Despite the powerful invisibility skill, it was advisable for the ultimate evil to be cautious. Some opponents had such highly trained observation skills that they were actually able to see invisible units. A locked door prevented the assassin from progressing. It would have taken a long time for him to have opened it with sheer brute force using weaponry. Thankfully, he had a suitable skill with which he could deactivate doors, and more importantly, traps.
I just saw this goblin's name. His name is Liam Neeson.
The on-the-ball evil recognized that the warrior princess there was extremely powerful. The goblin assassin would be best advised to avoid any contact with her. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Did I do it?
A Gobobot was being forced to make miserable repairs in the lodge. A brief feeling of what it thought might be sympathy passed through the sensitive evil, but this actually turned out to be a mighty belch. Naturally, it would free the useful Gobobot anyway. And I don't have an odor. Elated by the assassin's attempt at rescuing it, the Gobobot joined the horde and succeeded in showing its tormentors a real hot time. Its ability to more or less ignore ranged damage and set fire to large areas would come in very handy. The hunting lodge was completely destroyed. The vengeful evil gave itself a very self-satisfied pat on the back. The time was right to concentrate on King Robert. He was in his renowned garden reciting his much less renowned love poems. The lyrically challenged evil had no time for poetry and would soon make this tangibly clear to him.
Can I get some of my big badass goblins or orcs in on this? Alright. It's going to have to cut it.
Roses are red, lilies are white. I love you
Okay, I don't know. I was trying to see if it would tell me the difference between one or the other, but it didn't.
The king was accompanied by a pixie who was able to cast powerful healing magic. Any direct attack would be suicidal. Mercifully, the omniscient and helpful narrator was at hand. He pointed out to the impatient evil that the pixie went off from time to time in order to check that all was well, and much more importantly, eat her supper in a little camp to the south.
I'm just gonna sit here until we beat that.
King Robert fell, and the ultimate evil had received its well-deserved revenge. But there were still many more heroes out there who deserved to bite the dust. Their time would come.
Cool story.
The demigod Krotos, one of the sniveling cowards who had banished the ultimate evil, had just marched his alliance army out of the swamplands to fight the snake-like Nagas. The ultimate evil wanted to teach him the full futility of war by ensuring his untimely passing. Besides, the Nagas could prove to be valuable allies.
Cool.
The demigod
No,
Krotos,
no,
one of the sniveling cowards who had...
Main menu. That's what I want. Okay. I am going to call it a night because, like I said before, I'm exhausted. My arm hurts. But I hope this video was fun for you guys. I know I didn't do a whole lot. Just kind of a silly little play around because. If you guys have any suggestions for games to play, feel free to leave those in the comments below. Anything exciting, anything you want me to see, let me try that sentence again. Anything you want to see me play, just leave it down below. I'm open to it. I did get my Skyrim gift from my nephew. It is on a disc, so I'm gonna have to buy it as well for Steam. So I should be playing and or streaming that soon for you guys. My nephew's really excited to see me play it because he loves it. He thinks I'm going to love it, and I am inclined to believe him. But hopefully you guys will be seeing that soon. But in the meantime, y'all have a wonderful night. Y'all stay safe out there. And as always, love y'all. Bye!